Now on Alabama's 13 News.
Changes in the search for a missing West Alabama teenager. Find out why police say an Amber Alert was not issued.
And we're less than a month away from the start of college football season. We'll take you to the field for the first day of practice for the Tide and Tigers.
Plus, if you think your hospital bills are too high, chances are you're right. Find out how one simple step may be all it takes to lower your bill.
Accuracy matters. Alabama's 13 News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Mike Royer.
And I'm Bettina Bowden. Thank you so much for joining us here for your news at 5. Quick reminder, we're streaming this newscast for you right now on alabamas13.com. Well, changes are being made in the search for a missing teenage girl in Tuscaloosa.
In fact, police are no longer searching the woods near the home of Destiny Schetzel.
The conditions of 4 people injured in a small plane crash yesterday near the Jefferson-Shelby County line are improving. It's an Alabama's 13 News follow-up for you tonight. The plane crashed behind a home on South Shades Crest Road in Helena. That's about a mile from the Bessemer Airport. According to UAB Hospital, passengers Sharon Smith and her son Andy are listed in fair condition, while the pilot Dan Smith and Andy's girlfriend Katie Hargrove are listed in good condition. Authorities say the single-engine plane was on the way to Tennessee from Panama City, Florida. According to the NTSB, the plane lost some engine power and tried to divert to another location, but hit some trees. Tonight at 6, you'll learn more about the pilot of the plane that crashed yesterday and also the history of the aircraft that went down. Find out what our John Papke discovered in a special Alabama's 13 Investigates tonight at 6. And we do have more pictures of the plane crash posted for you online. You can see the slideshow on our website, alabamas13.com. Well, we begin tonight with some developing news out of Jefferson County. You're looking at a live view of Parkway East and Center Point. This is the scene of a crash that happened after a police chase in this area. Around 7:30 this evening, a deputy tried to stop a car not too far from here on 4th Street Northwest and Huffman Road. But the deputy says the driver refused to stop. The chase ended here, as you see, on Parkway East after the suspect crashed into 2 other vehicles. Authorities say 4 people jumped out of the car that the deputy was trying to pull over. A woman was arrested, and deputies say they found a large amount of money in the car. And they also found out that the suspects were wanted for robbing an ABC liquor store. Of course, we'll continue to keep you posted on this developing story on alabamas13.com and join the very latest on Today in Alabama at 4:30 tomorrow morning. Also tonight, 1 person is dead and 2 injured after a traffic accident in Ensley. These details are new for you tonight at 10. A van hit a power pole, we were told, around 4:30 this afternoon at Bessemer Road and Terrace R in Ensley. According to Birmingham police, on impact, the van's back end swung around and pinned a woman who was walking between the vehicle and a power box. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say a man who was walking was also injured. He was taken to a local hospital along with the driver of the van. Well, now to an update on a major headline topping international news today. The crash of a Malaysian airliner with almost 300 people on board. The passenger jet carrying 298 people on board was apparently shot down over Ukraine earlier today. U.S. intelligence officials believe a surface-to-air missile brought down the Boeing 777 aircraft. Well, tonight, Ukraine is accusing pro-Russian separatists of shooting down the Malaysian jet. Those rebel forces are denying it. Tonight, Russia and Ukraine officials are blaming each other for the tragedy. Back stateside now, well, Wells Fargo is laying off almost 500 workers across the country, and a majority of them are based in central Alabama. Here are the key facts. 468 of the positions that are being eliminated are mortgage employees in Homewood. Kalisha Whitman joins us in the studio now with more. And Kalisha, why is the bank making these cuts?
The bank says.
Our top story tonight, guns at polling places.
That's right. Alabama Attorney General Luther Strange is answering questions regarding guns and if they are allowed at polling locations. This after several people were turned away for carrying guns during last month's primary. Key facts for you tonight. During the June primary, there were reports that people were turned away from polling places in Chambers and Shelby counties for openly carrying a firearm. Attorney General Luther
13.
Jeff, thanks. 2 seats on the Jefferson County Commission are on the ballots in the runoff tonight.
First to District 1, where...
In other news for you this evening, police were called to a polling place in Shelby County after a voter arrived at the polls with a gun. Robert Kennedy claims he was turned away during last month's primary because of a gun he carried on his hip. A sign at the polling place says firearms are prohibited at the site. Well, today, Kennedy and members of a gun rights group showed up at the same polling place. Police were called, and Mr. Kennedy was not arrested, but he was asked to leave. If you see breaking news, you have a story idea, or you simply want to share information with us, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, just search Alabama's 13.
Well, there's more.
Welcome back. Dozens of protesters are in Arizona, and they're on both sides of the immigration debate.
That story.